Hi folks, Colin here, good to see you. It's been a while, I hope you're all keeping well. So I'm going to show you a little riff today. It's called The Swag by a guy called Link Wray. Link Wray was a bit of an inspiration to me when I was learning to play guitar, because a lot of the stuff that he does, you know, like, it's actually quite simple to play when you're learning. And if you get a lot of the ideas that are in the music, you can apply them to more complicated stuff, and it's a good starting point. So, when I was starting out on the guitar, I was kind of stuck because I didn't really know. I knew like first position pentatonic, you know, like that's pattern 1 of the pentatonic scale, and I was sort of doing this sort of thing. And it just didn't really sound like music. But if you can get your head around the fact that the pentatonic scale is just a movable shape, and it's really, the thing to know is that it's related to the chord that's underneath it. So if I'm playing a G chord, and I'm playing that pattern 1, so that's, what's that, 6-3, 6-3, 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, 6-3. Then that is I'm playing it over a G chord, it's the G minor pentatonic. Now in a sort of standard rock and roll tune, you've got a 1 chord with a G chord, and then you've got a 4 chord, in the case of C chord, the C chord's here, so G, C and D. And basically what you do is you can just play that shape over each chord as you go through the progression. So I kind of got the idea of this listening to Link Wray. So that's like a little riff, so you're sliding up to 5 on the A, play that twice, 3 on the D, 5 on the A, and then 3 on the E, and then just play the G chord. Now the great thing about doing that, so that's out of the pattern 1 of the pentatonic scale, the minor pentatonic, and it starts to sort of build into your mind that if you're playing rock and roll, you can play that over the chord which has got your root on the first finger, the G chord. You play the pattern 1 over it. Move up to the C chord. It's just the same idea. Then you go back to the G chord. It works over the D chord. Back to C chord. And then what he does, he's sort of doing this again, it's out of the kind of, well, this is more like the rockabilly scale. So I've done a video on that, you can check that out if you just search through the videos. But it's really similar to the pentatonic scale. So we're putting our pinky onto the 6th fret, and we're putting our ring finger on the 5th fret. Play that 3 times and just sort of bend it, and then play 3-3 on the top 2, and then just play your G chord again. Same idea over the C chord, back to G chord, up to D chord, and so now we've got 13 on the high E, 12 on the B, and then 10, then it's 11 on the high E, 10 on the B, 8, and then it's back to G. So what you're doing is you're actually just building up riffs that are just kind of movable, and then And you can just so what's that? So that's 3 on the G, 2 on the G, 1 on the G. So the idea is basically you can sort of repeat any lick like that. So you could just keep it really simple. You could just play the top 2 strings on the 3rd fret. And on the 8th fret. Now I'm making it super simple, but the concept is the thing. So you can then you can so the idea is basically you get the hang of doing the licks over the chords. So you realise you can start to kind of build up solos. Sorry. So it's just really, I mean, I made a few mistakes there, but I'm just demonstrating the ideas, basically linking the sort of pattern 1 of the pentatonic scale to the chords. Now you can't really go wrong playing pattern 1 of the pentatonic scale because it's a minor pentatonic scale. So I'm playing that over a major chord, but so that's the 1 chord, the G. Over the 2 chord is A minor, and I could still use that. And I could still use that shape over the minor chord. So the minor pentatonic shape you can use over pattern 1 and you can use over any chord. So that's probably enough information for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me some comments. People are starting to book me for guitar lessons again, which is great. So if you're interested, drop me a line and we can get in touch. Hope you're all keeping well, and I'll speak to you next time. Keep rocking.